We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready?
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Bravo.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Yo. 57. Mike 57.
On 2nd down, Minshew. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
It's your turn, buddy. We did it.
Yellow. I'm going.
57 to Mike.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Being chased out left. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Frank Clark. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he will find his man on the outside. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a 1st as that leads to 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Right there. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Mostert. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go again.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking looking to throw it. Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
These two teams all tied after one.
Ready? 18, Gator.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Minshew. That complete to Lamar Miller. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
This is Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Well, a design run for their wideout. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets them to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Ready up. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Smooth.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by any.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Minshew sets to throw. And he's going to go down again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well,
something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Attack!
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
50 plants.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
A first down carry now for Miller. Miller with first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken at the 3.
Let's go, baby.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, 43, 15. Attack.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. To try again after the sack. Mahomes flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Got it.
58, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Let's go, defense.
Hey, go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Get your swerve on.
Get it.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Minshew setting up the screen for Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Right there, 56.
Hey, Wahoo!
56.
Fine.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Watch the call.
Let's get it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Say it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Attack!
Cut.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Big dash. Come. Watch the eye. Show it up.
Easy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play here for the Cowboys. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mike 58, right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
There.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man is Higgins. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run on 1st down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Hey, check back 50 seconds. Watch the slam.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Ready? General West. Hey, Charlie.
58, boy. 58. 58. Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Look at me. Go. Go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Joker.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
SOS. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Go now. 50, plant. Protein, spell.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Lead grip.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1.